From Sigrid, there's always more that I could say. At this point, Sigrid's strengths and weaknesses as a pop artist are pretty obvious. I'd say that was true back with Sucker Punch, but her sophomore slump in 2022 really drove it home. A broad, intensely vibrant pop star who needs space and big melodies for her power and earnestness to overcome some more, let's call it simplistic tendencies in writing. So getting back with Ask Jill as executive producer with a couple assists from James Ford struck me as exactly the right course correction here, and on some level this is that, but it also feels like a half step instead of a full one, opting for increasingly loud, overblown spikes of guitar and synth against the churning shuffle of percussion and firmer grooves, as Sigrid lets her voice keen at full volume with more exuberance than tact, including some sing-talking, basic pseudo-rap on I'll Always Be Your Girl, Kiss the Sky, and Fort Knox, where I'm not remotely convinced the attitude sticks the landing. And while the vocal compression isn't quite as overbearing as it has been, the album often feels torn across ideas. A playful, lush flair like the flutes on 2 Years that effortlessly transitions into the supple dance groove of Hush Baby, Hurry Slowly, or the effortlessly carefree Jellyfish, but that doesn't have the same attitude as the overblown power of Do It Again, Kiss the Sky, or Fort Knox, and that feels removed from the excellent 1-2 punch that ends the album with that Technicolor optimism and huge hook of Have You Heard This Song Before, and Eternal Sunshine nabbing the groove from Running Up That Hill. Both land on this bombastic vintage synth pop tone that feels much better balanced for Sigrid. It's a great close. Now, Sigrid also has enough raw charm and magnetism to mostly pull all this together, and the album's brevity almost makes the breakup arc feel incidental, but I like the detail she rams through regardless. The early conflicts where they try and make up, but she keeps prodding at the edges, where she plays into her worst impulses on Kiss the Sky, and then later seals the breakup on the acidic Fort Knox, but also can admit on another pretty great title track ballad balancing who is all really at fault here. It's not quite Dynamite, but what is, before she bounds back single looking to try again. She can't quite wipe the bad memories away, but she's gonna keep at it regardless. As such, it's an album where the title feels like a challenge, because we're teased with enough moments of glancing nuance. I can hear progression, I want to hear more, but I'm not convinced she's landed on her best sound yet, even if this is a step in the right direction. 3 albums in, and there's no excuse for them still not getting the vocal mix consistent. Come on here. So I'll call it good. Certainly ends on a great note, but if there's more that you can say, let's hear it.